most stress doesn't come from our reality. It comes from the story we make up about our reality. And if we're accountable to the truth and we really edit our story for assignments of motive and evaluation, most of what we're upset about didn't even happen. So let me give you an example of when the employee is faced with and what they can do. I'm an employee and my manager, David, calls me and the phone rings. I answer it. He asks me, "Sai, how are you coming on project X?" And I check my status report and I'm just honest with him. I say the truth, I'm behind. And he might say, "I've noticed that you're behind on a lot of things." And I just say the truth. I've noticed that about myself too. So far, there's absolutely no pain. My boss asked for an update. I told the truth, I'm behind. He asked me to change my priorities. I said that I would do that. There's just nothing there. It was just a nice call from my boss, reviewing my project, looking at priorities. The pain doesn't start until I make up the story that he's a micromanager who treats me like a child. He's calling me because I know what's going on. He's looking for projects to cancel because we're under budget cuts, and he's going to cancel my project, and he's going to use that as a reason to eventually fire me. And I have a kid in medical school who wants to help children in Uganda, and now children in Uganda are going to die. And now I'm in a lot of pain because I'm being fired. Children are dying. My son has to drop out of medical school. But I think you'll pick up on the gist of it. None of that ever happened. If I find myself stressed and I tune into my thinking and I edit my story, I go, what do I know for sure? My boss called and checked on my project. What could I do next that would add value? I could get back on track. No pain, good feedback, and a nice adjustment. And so for employees, this power to really stop believing everything they think, which is my favorite advice to people, is important. People don't realize how often their ego is narrating their world. And the ego is a filter on reality that is really filled with poor data. It's corrupt. You can't believe the way your ego sees reality. It will give you bad information every time.